What's going on, everyone? It's KDZen. I have been playing the shit out of Nier Automata. The footage you're seeing right now is of my second playthrough on hard mode, which is quite the grueling task, let me tell you. Every encounter with an enemy is tense, because nearly everything two-shots you or even one-shots you in this mode. I had the idea to put a video together, some tips for this difficulty, and then that idea kind of evolved into some general tips just to get the most out of this game. Because Nier Automata is one of the best games I've ever played, and I want you all to get the same experience out of it that I did. That's why the gameplay you're seeing is kind of limited to the first area, because this video is spoiler-free. So here go 5 vital tips for getting the most out of Nier Automata. First tip is going to be learn the story of the previous games. So a lot of interviews are going to say that you don't have to play the previous Nier or even the Drakengard games to enjoy the game. And while that is true, your enjoyment of the story and the gameplay and even the music will greatly benefit from playing the original game. So if you're unfamiliar, Nier Automata is a sequel to the game of Nier, which came out on the PS3 and 360. And Nier is kind of a branch off of the series Drakengard, which had 2 games on the PS2, 1 on the PS3. And you really don't have to play the Drakengard games, but you really should play or at least watch a playthrough of Nier. If you're thinking about watching a Nier cutscene movie, honestly, that's what I tried as well. And the most popular one you find on YouTube, I'm not going to say which one, I mean, it's the only one that comes up, really doesn't do a good job of giving you the same feel of the game. I would actually recommend watching the playthrough of The Two Best Friends. They do talk a lot during the playthrough, but it's hilarious and they're really respectful to the game, and Liam does a good job of explaining things. Aside from just the original game, you should know the story of Drakengard 1. Drakengard 2 isn't really important at all because it's its own branching timeline, and Yoko Taro did not direct that game. Although I would say Drakengard 3, although definitely the least important for understanding Nier Automata, is not a bad game. Don't let IGN fool you, I really enjoyed it. But you can easily just watch a cutscene movie for Drakengard 1 and be done with it. The gameplay in that one is, not too good. So the second tip is kind of straightforward, and that is do not watch any trailers for this game. I don't know if Yoko Taro has some kind of bizarre fetish for spoiling his games, but the opening movies for the original Nier and Drakengard 3 both spoiled the shit out of those games, and Nier Automata is no different. There are scenes from the ending of the game on that opening movie, so make sure when you get on that title screen, you don't stay on it for too long, and you stay far away from any trailers for this game. I don't care if you think it's going to be spoiler-free, it's not. Don't end up like me. Alright, so tip number 3, we're finally getting into the game at least, and that's to use your item boosts liberally. There are some pretty powerful usable items available in this game. Now, I probably subconsciously neglected to use them after playing so much Bayonetta, thinking I'd get penalized for them. But there are items that double your melee damage, double your range damage, half your damage taken, and they come very cheap at the stores. So if you're going through a playthrough on hard or very hard, these items are essential, so make sure you stock up on them. Even on normal difficulty, it's really awesome to have these items, and don't neglect to use them. So tip number 4 is kind of a mashup of 2 related tips. I'd rather have a clean 5-tip video instead of 6, I don't know. And that is to save often and be careful on the first level of the game. Nier Automata makes it very clear to you early on that there is no autosave. You have to make your way to a save point every time you want to save your progress, but thankfully these save points are plentiful, so don't be like me and skip a save point because you don't want to take 5 seconds out of your life to press 2 buttons, and then you get a power outage and lose 3 hours of progress. Another thing worth noting is that the save points are not available to you until after the first mission, which can last 40 minutes long and is not easy. So either play the first mission on normal if you're playing it for the first time, because if you die on it you're going straight back to the title screen, or bring your f***ing A game. For the last tip today, we're going to talk a bit about the death mechanic of Nier Automata. So when you die in the game, and I'm going to try desperately not to make any Dark Souls analogies here, you leave your dead body along with all of your equipped chips at the place you died. So when you respawn at one of the save points located throughout the world that you can teleport between, you don't have any of your upgrades anymore, being things like max HP increases and damage increases, and going back to where you died is the only way to recover your items, which are likely expensive as f***. So always make sure the first thing you do after you die is recover your dead body, because it doesn't stay there forever, and you definitely don't want to lose those upgrades. Alright, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you'll decide to pick this game up on March 7th, because it is truly a masterpiece. I've been playing it in this video because I downloaded it off the Japanese store, which is not the most cost-effective way of getting this game. but I simply could not wait, and it was money well spent. Make sure you check out some of my other videos. I've just done a review for Kingdom Hearts 2.8, and a review for Nier Automata is going to be coming likely very soon. Follow me on Twitter if you want to see updates about future videos or my meaningless personal life. You can follow my Twitch to catch one of the 3 more streams I'll probably do in my lifetime. And of course, subscribe. Let me know what future reviews you want to see. I know that some of you want me to finish the rest of my Dark Souls 3 DLC playthrough, so I'm gonna try my best to get that finished for you, probably just in one more highlight video. It's a fairly short DLC. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.